Snapchat is the absolute worst. I've talked about a lot of different social media websites and apps, but this one takes the absolute cake. By some astonishingly awful miracle, each one of these social media platforms somehow comes up with a way to become worse and worse with each generational iteration. But just what makes Snapchat so undeniably obnoxious? Well, let's explore. Shall we? Actually, hang on. I just noticed a really pretty flower. I'll get back to the video once I've just taken a nice picture of it so everyone on my Snapchat can see that. With over 200 million monthly users and over 600 million total users, Snapchat is arguably one of the most trendy and hip picture-based apps. As you can probably tell from my use of the words trendy and hip, I am clearly not a Snapchat user. I do have an account on the app, but I barely use it. I once attempted to do a live stream and interact with fans on it. Not surprisingly, it went horribly, because everyone just spammed snaps until the app literally crashed. It's just frozen their fucking iPad completely. Like I'm pressing the... There is a very noticeable trend of the most popular apps being based around photographs. Photographs of, I don't know, the things you've done, vain photos of yourself, the food you eat, vain photos of yourself, the places you've been, vain photos of yourself, the people you've met, and of course, not forgetting, pictures of your pet. Because living your life through your own eyes is no longer socially good enough. Basically, if I can't share it, it's not worthy of being in front of me. Go away, you're not worthy of my experience. You need everyone to know exactly what you're doing at all times. If you're at a concert, out for dinner, or doing something completely mundane and unimportant, your third eye needs to be locked on to whatever is going on, logging it like a creepy mechanical robot. It's absolutely imperative that all your friends know you were invited to this very special party. Everyone has to know that you're having coffee at Starbucks right now. Everyone who follows you needs to hear the hilarious joke you just stole from Instagram. Forget about science fiction where human brains are uploaded into robotic shells. We already live our lives through our phones. I know this point kind of elevates beyond Snapchat specifically, but it's apps like Snapchat that enable and perpetuate this kind of behavior. I don't despise mobile phones, they're actually quite handy in a lot of ways. But what I'm saying is that it's no longer good enough to just look at the flower. Everyone needs to see the flower, or it means nothing. It seems ridiculous, over the top, and even blasé to a certain extent to even mention that we all live on our phones, because we all already know it, because it's so easily relatable, and we don't know when this shallow, vapid, and meaningless descent is going to stop. So the gimmick behind Snapchat is that when you send someone a picture, you only have a certain amount of time to look at it before it vanishes into the ether forever. While this timer is ticking down, you have the choice to screenshot it if you'd like to keep it, and if you do decide to screenshot it, the other person is informed when a screenshot is taken. So as you can imagine, a whole lot of giggles ensue. Tee hee hee. And also lots of penises and vaginas. It is absolutely fantastic for sending pictures of your genitals and other sensitive bits, like your eyelashes, for example. Don't know about you, but mine are quite sensitive. I can only assume that Snapchat is the primary form of social media for a lot of younger people still in school, and I dread to think what kind of highly illegal activity is now possible thanks to technology like this, but what can you do? Now, just to be fair to Snapchat for a second, the facial recognition technology is actually quite impressive for a free app. This technology is used for the filters. You've probably seen this obnoxious fucking dog filter basically anywhere you explore on the internet. And this thing is thanks to Snapchat. But why are these ridiculous filters so popular? Why does everyone use them so much? Well, it's because they prey on your self-consciousness and are specifically designed to make you feel better about yourself. Just about every filter cleans up your skin, lowers the quality to hide blemishes, and slims your face. And the reason the dog one is so popular is because it covers your nose, an area of the face a surprising amount of people are extremely unhappy with. including me. I mean, look at it, it's vile. The scary thing about the way Snapchat lets you adjust the way you look so much is that it completely warps expectations. It's this horrible cycle of thinking you're not attractive enough because you don't look like a photoshopped celebrity from a movie or glossy magazine. So then you go ahead and apply a bunch of filters and send it to all your friends or post it on your story. And then your friends will see it and they'll feel the same way. And then they'll continue the cycle and perpetuate it even more. Apart from just sending timed photos, Snapchat is also the culprit of inventing the story, a feature which Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp even have all adopted since. Stories have one singular use, and that's to show off just how great your life is, as to make everyone jealous. Well guys, isn't it super cool that I got to do this thing? Make sure you watch me watching this event that I'm at, guys. Oh, please accept me. Apparently Snapchat even encourages streaking as well, which is worrying. Why do you all care so much about streaking? I just don't get it. How am I supposed to use this app? Snapchat also has a news section where only the most important journalism is exhibited. Biting articles such as 29 times the internet ruined Harry Potter. Harry Potter's favourite sport comes to life. Potter wins all the things. These can't all be related to Harry Potter. Now, here we go. 10 stars who have admitted to Googling themselves and what they found. Kim's breakdown over Kanye's meltdown. Gee, that's nice. Huge iPhone 8 relief. Who fucking cares? And just these few examples I just listed are all from one day. This is all news from one day. And it's like this every single day. Download the app and look at it yourself. It wasn't just one slow news day. Look, here are some more standouts of another day to prove it. Can you actually be friends with benefits? What it's really like for women to date bisexual men. Again, who fucking cares? The news section is basically completely worthless. It's the evolution of what tabloid newspapers used to do, back when people cared about them and they weren't irrelevant. They all tried to be so cool and appealing to young people with their loathsome emojis and constantly over-animated hijinks. Why does everything have to move all the time? I don't have attention deficit disorder. If I had a penny for every time I threw up in my mouth after seeing a clickbait Snapchat headline in the news section, I'd have like 6 pennies because I barely use Snapchat. But either way, it's truly unpleasant. You know what, call me old hat, but I quite enjoy my news to be static and easy to understand with just the simplistic use of the alphabet and perhaps the odd picture now and again when it's relevant. Because let's be honest, this is nothing but clickbait. Look at the way they phrase half of these stories. This is as bad as some of those recommended pages on IGN. I don't know if you've ever noticed those, they are really bad. I know this isn't all directly Snapchat's fault necessarily, because places like BuzzFeed and the Daily Mail and People all provide content to be hosted on the app, but they do encourage it. Snapchat is almost certainly making people more stupider if the snaps that people send me are anything to go by.
Leafy is better.
Fuck you! Some of these maniacs belong in an asylum. Most people just desperately try to get your attention by being hilariously random and XD, using some of the most epicest of relevant memes. But every now and again, you get someone that really takes it to the extreme. There was this one madman who, in a blind fit of uncontrolled insanity, decided to start throwing everything he owned into a big pile. And he just didn't stop. The videos just kept coming. Even his fridge got involved eventually.
I didn't want to do this. I'm bringing out the cheese.
Shout out to this guy who was binge watching my videos after having back surgery. Hopefully you recover quickly. That doesn't sound very fun. And the couple of funnies who filmed themselves pissing was That's something. To be frank, I'm kind of disappointed with my Snapchat audience. If you think you're up to the task of entertaining me, then try snapping me at IHE_official. What more is there to say except that I hate Snapchat? I hate what it encourages. I hate the name. I hate the stupid snaps you people send me. I hate the dumbing down of communication into emojis, close-ups of your forehead, close-ups of your nose, funny lol ruffle my name is Jeff Maymays, and I hate the stupid filters and what little news it has to offer. If I had to rank all of the apps and websites I've made videos about over the years, it would probably go as follows. My personal favourite is Twitter, followed by 4chan, Facebook, DeviantArt, Snapchat, Tumblr, Vine, and last and least, Musical.ly. If you'd like any more social media apps and sites to be reviewed, make sure you let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out some of my other videos using the links that are about to pop up in a second. All comments and ratings are appreciated. I'll see you next time. Bye!